All right, thank you so much. I don't know. Can you all hear me? Can you all hear me? Please, you can drop that in the chat box. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for joining in, guys. And sorry for the little delay in starting the class. I was trying to set up some things and I never knew my system camera is the one that is having issue. So it's fine. So not to take much of our time, I'll quickly dive into what we have and what we are going to be discussing. So I want to actually show us some things regarding ebook writing and to let us know some key things about ebook writing. So firstly, is that ebook writing is not for somebody that is lazy. I'm very sure that you'd have seen even from the first video. And by the way, I am done with the second video and I am just editing it. And this is it right over here. So it takes a lot of time to actually do those things. And I still need to combine it with my own personal work. So that's why it's taking me some time to actually deliver it to you guys. So I'm very sorry for that, but there is no other way around. There's no other thing I can do to ensure that the video gets to you quickly. Like they say, anything worth doing at all is worth doing well. So I'm trying to put in all my effort to ensure that I give out the best information and so that you guys can actually, for those that will actually take action, they can take action and see the results. So this is a complete book, and just like I said, ebook writing is not for it's not for a lazy person. Ebook writing is for somebody that can, somebody that is patient, somebody that's somebody that have eye for details, because you'll be working on somebody's project and this is English. You want to ensure that whatever thing uh, you are giving to your client is the best. I've always been saying this, but for this ebook writing, it's a different ball game entirely. So I've showed you guys the things that you need to know uh, right from why ebook writing. I've mentioned all these things. You can go and check it in the video. But then, like I said, the first thing I just want to mention is that ebook writing is not for somebody that is not patient. So ebook writing is for somebody that is patient, calm, and have eye for details. So after learning ebook writing, what do you want to actually use it for? I mentioned some of these things in the video as well. The first thing is that if you're a business owner, you can convert some of the advantages of people purchasing from you, or some of the advantages of people buying a particular product from you. You can put them together in a particular ebook. You get, then you can now attach it as a kind of offer to maybe the ads that you are running to that particular product. So that, in fact, most times, personally, I've seen this, and this is what most people, at least part of the reasons why people learn how to create ebooks. So when you create that ebook, you can tell them, okay, we are selling this also product for this also thing. But then before, if you know you are not ready to buy it, you can sign up or get this copy of a particular thing, maybe something that will help them. Let's say for instance, you are selling, let's say you are selling wedding gown, or you are a tailor or fashion designer, and you produce wedding gown a lot, and you want people to buy your wedding gown. Now, if people are not buying the wedding gown at that particular time, you can offer them a book that will say, okay, maybe 50 tips, 50 tips, 50 marriage tips, or 50 marriage tips that will keep your marriage forever. Things like that. That the person that can, the only person that can, want to buy a gown at least will be someone that wants to get married. Then sending them or giving them an offer of a free book that will let them, that will teach them how to sustain their marriage forever. That will be something that someone that wants to get married will want to actually check out. So you can tell them, okay, for you to download or for you to get this book, put in your email, then we'll send it to put in your email, then we'll send it to you via email. So once they put in their email, immediately you get their email, you know that you can always market to that kind of person. That person is called a lead, like a lead, sorry. That is a lead. So you can always market your wedding gown to that person, even after they download it. So that in case they don't come back to your site again, you can always reach out to them via that email. So that is one of the reasons people learn to write ebooks, or people want to actually get ebook for their businesses. So if you know somebody that wants that kind of thing, if they cannot do it themselves, you can actually offer that service to them. But that one is by the way. The major place where the gold mine is in ebook writing is in KDP. So I'm very sure you might not have heard about that before, but you would have heard about Amazon KDP. So Amazon KDP is a platform created by Amazon, and what they have there is just ebooks. Ebooks. So all these things you are seeing here, all these things you are seeing, they are ebooks. They are ebooks created by somebody. So somebody created this ebook actually, and they put them up here. You can see the amount they are selling each of them. Now, there are two things you can do on this Amazon. You can either be the one, you can either create an account yourself and be putting your ebooks on Amazon, or you can offer the services to people that want to actually create ebook and put them on Amazon. So we are not going to look at how to open Amazon accounts here. I'm just trying to show you the kind of example of the things that we've been trying to do since that's in ebook writing. So like I said, I'm done with the ebook writing stuff, and I think this is okay. This is it here. So this is everything I was able to do. Yes, at some point I could not complete I could not do all the formatting very well. But then if you see this, you will think all the formatting is, there already. So what I just want to show you, I just want you guys to see how the book is. Because by the time you start checking some books here now, you will see how some of those books are as well. So if you scroll down, you will see some categories. So we can select let's look at business and money, because the ebook I created is also in this category or in this niche. So you can see what people are doing or what people have done already. So the 4 minutes millionaire, guys, the 4 minutes millionaire. Where is our own title? So 21st century gold rush, real stories, proven methods, and the mindset shift that turned dreamers into millionaires. So you can see this is what ChatGPT gave us, and this is a kind of attractive title that by the time we create a kind of book cover like this, I'm very sure that it is going to actually make sale. Like we can make a lot of sale with that kind of ebook. And that was why I said I'm going to actually turn it into a real ebook that I can post on places like Amazon. So let's just open this. I like this title a lot, and I just want to see it. The 4 minute millionaire. Let's see. So if you open it, you can't read everything. So you can only read sample. So because this book is for sale, so you cannot read everything. You just want to look at, the kind of thing that they've done there. Although we can't see everything too for sample anyway. So, but the ones we can see, let's just see it here. All right. So you can see this one is the book cover, which I'm still going to show you guys. I did not do that in the video, because the next training is Canva, and we are going to use Canva to generate something like this once we learn Canva. So I'll work on the Canva video, so that I will talk about the book cover, and I'll also talk about other things I want to mention under that is under the Canva training. So let's see. This is the book cover. Then this is the front page. You can see the 44 minutes millionaire. Then you can see this one is the subtitle. Then this is the author, Nicholas Goke. Whatever thing it is. So you can see this is a copyright page, and this is a disclaimer. I think I talked about it. I talked about this disclaimer and the copyright page in the last video as well. So you can see table of contents, and these are the table of contents that we have here. So people can easily see what is embedded in the book. So you can also, go through this introduction. You can see introduction, and we have all this text here. Like this, how this book works. lesson, whatever. So you can see what this person has done. So you can see even here, the person has tried to, add a link that will drive people to his YouTube page. So even if you are not buying it, I can actually click on this and check the guy out. So this one is just a proof to tell anyone that wants to buy it that the person that wrote this thing, like, is a real person. So you can see secret, not money or status. So it is that same guy that wrote this thing. And I think his name is Naba too. I think his name was Naba when we checked here. Okay, Nicholas. Okay, that's fine. So when the guy has just added the link, and that is something you can also do as well. So if you are somebody that offer money making coaching, even if it is free or paid, you can actually put your link if you are creating an ebook in that particular niche as well. So why me? This one is just preamble. So part one, mindset shift. So you can see what this person has done. So this one is for this person. I'm just trying to take us through what someone has done so that we can actually see what we can actually, or what we've done as well, and what you can do too. So anytime you want to start a project, this is the first thing you want to do. You want to come and check what people have done, how they arrange their stuffs, and how you can also do yours as well. So, but my own, the one I used for the video, the one I used in the training is different from this guy. So you can see this. Let me just show it here. So this is an example of the one I did. Yeah, so you can see this is the title page, and this is the subtitle. Then we have the copyright section here. This is my own copyright page. Then we have the table of contents. So all these things, I showed how to generate this one automatically in the second video. So by the time you have access to the video, you are going to see how to do this. But then what I want to show you guys in, in this video is what I've been sharing, which is this Amazon website. So you can see this is, by the time I package this and I add a book cover and I put it on Amazon, you won't, you might not actually believe that all these things was created through all the things I showed you in the video. So if you look at Amazon, this is one. Let me just close this. Let's go back again. Let's check another one again. Think and Grow Rich. Okay, I think this guy is a popular guy. Let's not check this. Let's just check Dare to Lead. So one good thing I'm going to mention again by the time I talk about book cover is that the way you design your book cover matters a lot. For me, this kind of book cover does not, make any sense at all. Look at the way the cover is. It's with this guy's book cover. Even without seeing the title, you might, this is going to actually attract you book cover. So whenever you are trying to design book cover, more about this so that you can know how to design your book cover. So this is cover as well. This one too is good, but the wording is too much. Like we have a lot of on there, but well, I am somehow attracted to this. Let me open it so you can see this person has made a lot of sale, and you would even want to think like that because this guy, you can see the way the book cover is. It is fine, attractive, and very simple. So let's just check what the person has done. So the total money, whatever thing, we don't want to. All right, so let's just read sample. See how simple this is as well. So you can do whatever thing you want to, as long as you are following the principle. So you can see we have the title here. This one does not have subtitle, but look at him here, and he has something here. Okay, copyrighted material. He did not even want to put his name. So other books from Dave Ramsey. This guy should be a popular guy. Oh, okay. So he has another title page. You can see the title. Okay, he has a subtitle actually, and you can see the name. So let's just go through some things. This is a copyright page actually. Then he has this, okay, this dedication page. So if you want to do this, you can also do this as well. It is fine. So this is the table of contents, and I showed how to do all these things too. So this is the introduction. Although this style here, well, I don't know, but it's starting from this place because I showed something in the video. You guys are going to see actually. Then you'll be able to relate it with what this guy has done here. This introduction is supposed to start at the top here, but then it doesn't matter. You can see how much, you can see how many the guys are sold already. So even with those mistakes, so those are the things that you should watch out for, and you can always what correct it whenever you are making your own ebook. So that's just it. Okay, you can see this is the title. You can see the design. I did not put all this design. So that's why before you start creating any ebook, always ensure. Okay, please just try to see if you can connect. I am not actually checking the comment section, but I'll be doing that once in a while. You get so before you start writing any ebook, ensure that you do your research. And the best place to do your research is on this Amazon. The best place to research is on Amazon because you have different types of books, and those books comes from different people, like different publishers. So you can actually look at the styles that they've used, and you can also emulate some of those styles. Look at this place where we have one. So instead of chapter one, where we actually did, where instead of this place where we have chapter one here, so the guy actually used one. So for someone that reads book every time, you should know that that place is chapter one already. So he added some designs. Where is the guy? Okay, this is the guy here. He added some designs actually. Then you can see the title here. Then before we have the text under this place. So you can see the way it is. You can see the way it is before we now get to chapter 2. Okay. Yes, I will talk about how to add images too. So you can see we have different type of elements here. So these are things that you can also add to depending on the niche or the title or the kind of book that you are trying to write on. So index, we have all this. Okay, well, because this one is a sample ebook, this one is a sample, so you cannot read all the books. So these are just part of the books, just for you to go through and see if it is something that you can purchase. So this is that. Let's check for another example quickly. Okay, so let me just check children ebook. This one might be another one that you want to actually. This might be another niche that you can or that you want to test run to see if it's going to actually make sense for you. So because most people buy a lot of ebooks for their kids, and please, I've told you, don't look at this. Imagine this. Imagine that this person has this 1,267 reviews. The person has sold this quantity for this particular price, and it is not everybody that is going to leave reviews for them. So that means this person has sold more than 1,267. That's just it. Look at this one. This one has sold 20,191 and for this price. So if you do the calculation, you can see that is a very huge amount of money that this person has made. But then that is not what we are trying to do. But that shows that this is something you can do and also make money from. So let's see. Let's just check one of these. Let's check one of these books. Okay, let's see this Dragon Master and let's see what they've done. So please, I'm just showing you how you can do your competition research. So this one is like market research slash competition research. So you are checking what people have done so that you can know what you are going to actually do as well. So you can read the sample. Then there's the book cover. You can see how attractive this book cover is. I'm very sure this would have been made on Canva as well. And that is what I'm going to show you by the time I talk about the Canva training. That is Canva class. Okay. So this is the book cover. This is a normal thing. We are still going to talk about this. All right. So this is the title page. So you can see what we have there. In fact, this one even went ahead and I think this is okay. Okay, more books coming soon. So you can see if this person is trying to advertise other books coming soon on this particular book. So if you are someone that writes book very well, you can do this as well. So when you write on a particular book, let's say you have up to 5 and you're writing the 6th one, you can also advertise the 5 that you've written before on the 6th one, which is fine. Nobody's going to arrest you for that. So the major thing is for you to understand how to write it and structure it the way it should look like. So you can see this is children book. You will not want to use something serious. You will not want to use something too serious. That's why you see that the font that is being used here looks somehow, uh, I don't know, but looks somehow stylized, kind of. Let me just use that word. So, and the reason is that this is a children book. You don't want to be too formal. You don't want to be too serious with everything. So that's why you can even see this design that is here. It works well for children storybooks or children books. So look at the table of contents, and okay, this one is education as well. You can add education, and but because we are using ebook writing, so this kind of book is called non-fiction. So this kind of book is called non-fiction. Well, it can still be fiction anyway. But then, if you want to dedicate, I did not have a dedication page because I don't want to dedicate to anybody. So if you want to dedicate to anybody, that. So you can see this one makes use of image and text. So you can see this thing here. This one is just that you will not want to write about money. The one I wrote about here and be putting all these kind of images. People will not take you serious. In fact, nobody is going to buy the book. But because it's a children book, they can make use of, they can make things here just to attract children or the kids that are going to read the book or that will see this book or the parent that will see it and want to get it for their kids. So that is just it. Now, besides that, one thing I want to show you guys again is that this ebook writing is a very lucrative skill that if you have it, you can actually make money from it. And I just want to show you something quickly that is on Fiverr to see what people are doing. This Fiverr, we are still going to talk about it. It's a freelance platform where you can offer your skills for money. So you can register on this platform and provide your services to people and they are going to pay you for that. So if you learn this ebook writing perfectly, this is one of the platforms where you can market your skill. So let me just type ebook writing here and let's see the number of people offering these services. So you can see what we have here. So I will ghostwrite fiction, non-fiction book as an ebook writer. So you can see how many reviews this person has. Now, forget about this $50 you are seeing here. Sorry, I'm not registering. Okay. All right. So forget about these $50, $40 that you are seeing here. You can see this guy here. You can see this one. This one is charging his real money straight, $990. Now, for you, if you are starting out, you might want to start with something low as this. But then there is a trick to all these things. This person that is doing this, you see, I will be KDP ebook writer, book editor. This person is not actually collecting $10. But the least money that this person will collect from anybody that wants to offer the services is $10. So if you click here and try to see what the person is doing, so you see, I will write 2,000 word book or edit existing drafts of same word count for $10. This person might not collect this $10 in the end. If you try to reach out to this person, they will actually give you another price that will be different from this thing, which will be more than this $10. And that is how this platform works. The only thing is that just know what you are doing, then you can come on this platform to sell whatever thing, the skill that you have. I'm still going to talk about this Fiverr in details. I just want to show you guys again that this ebook writing is a very lucrative skill. If you know how to do it, you can make enough from this particular skill. So look at this. I've told you, forget about this $50, $40 that you are seeing here. People are collecting way up to $1,000 for just one book. So you can see this one is just 105. And you just look at, okay, don't let us go through all the pages. Now this is 11,000 plus results. That means we have 11,000 plus people offering these services on this platform globally. So that does not mean that if you join this particular platform, you won't have people that are going to work for. This person is in Nigeria. Let me see. Nigeria. Can you see? This person is a Nigerian. And you can see how many work this person, like how many ebooks this person has delivered. 356. Now, this does not mean that this person has only sold 356 ebooks. Because I've worked on this platform and I know that even when you work for some people, they will not drop any review. So this person has done over 400 books on this platform. And you can see what she's doing. Just look at this place. Editor oriented consisting of high rated writers, graphic design, Christian, okay, we grant excellent service, content writing, designing book covers, and formatting books to help get your book published. So that is what she's just doing. There's no other thing she's doing. Look at everything she's doing is just on ebook. You can see. And this $50, even if she's collecting $50, imagine even if she's collecting $50 per book, that is about 70 or about 80,000 naira. That is when you convert it to Nigerian money. And imagine that you are doing this 5 in a month, at least 5 in a month, or you are even getting like 10 in a month. If you can do this, if you master this very well, there are so many things that you can do, and there are a lot of money that you can make from it. So that is just Fiverr. We have Upwork as well, and we are going to talk about Upwork and Fiverr whenever we get to that point. So let me just go back to the ebook I created quickly and just show you some things. Although I mentioned in the video, I will just mention it again, and I'm going to end the meeting after talking about this. So when you are creating your ebook, ensure that you use a very nice title. I showed you how to do this on ChatGPT. So and when you are formatting it, ensure the formatting is okay. You can see how big it is and it is clear. Please, you can also change the font family if you like. You can change the font family, but whatever font family you want to use, ensure it is something readable. Please ensure it is something readable. Don't go and use, let me see. Let me just, that's not the one I want to select actually. Don't go and use something like this on your ebook, please. Don't go and use something like this on your ebook. Avoid using text that are not clear on your ebook. Ensure you are using something that is clear, something that whenever somebody sees it, even while just scrolling, they'll be able to, quickly grasp what you are saying. Let's see this. I think impact, you can see how this looks as well. This one is not good too. So I think this Playfair is still even better. This Playfair is better. But if you are changing it, I am not going to change it. I'll take it back to the one I had before. If you are using Playfair, ensure you are using Playfair in the other part of the book as well. Please don't mix fonts together. So let me change this back and put it back to Arial. So one of the things that people might find somehow confusing, well, not too confusing, but might be looking at how I actually got there, is this page break that I mentioned. I mentioned the page break in the first video. And I told you that whenever you are writing your piece, always ensure you add page breaks. It's very important. This page break is going to ensure that this text does not come up by itself. When you start writing your books, you start seeing all these things one after the other. And I just hope that you are going to take all these things serious and try to ensure that you don't make those mistakes while writing your books. So look at the table of contents. I don't know if I should do this again. I don't think I need to do this. Let me just show you everything. Then I'll post the video. Hopefully this night or tomorrow. Then you can watch the video and get and have a grasp of what how to complete your ebook if you've already done it up to where I stopped. So you can see this as well. Okay. So when you scroll down, you have the introduction. Then you have a chapter 1. Now look at this place. What I did in the video initially was that, like in the last video, I gave this a separate font, and I also gave this another separate font, which is H2. Now I made a correction, and I converted or I changed both of them to H1 because that is a chapter. But and I think I also increased the size from 16 that I used in the first video. So all these things, you are going to see some of it in the part 2 of the video. Now, when you are using part H1 here, please ensure you are using H2 here. The reason is this table of content that I have here, I generated it automatically. And this thing is going to do its work, do its own work, based on what you've arranged in your book. So that's why when you are giving your headings, ensure that you are separating it or you are giving it hierarchy such that the chapters can have H1, while the subchapters or the subtitles can have what H2 or H3, depending on the hierarchy. So for you to be able to do this very well, you need to calm down, go through what you've written very well. In fact, it's very, very important to go through what you've written. So after going through it, you can arrange it yourself. I've told you, if you are not somebody that is calm, if you are not patient enough, you cannot do ebook writing. But it requires a lot of patience, please. So you need to go through what you've written. I did not read all these books, but I knew what we have inside it is nice, which personally I'm seeking to read too. But then I did not go through it. So I just tried to use my idea, like from my own experience, to actually carve out the heading and subheadings. Although I also make use of this DeepSeek, I went through what DeepSeek gave me and the headings that it suggested as well, and I also used it in that is in this ebook, and that was what I told you guys to do as well. But ordinarily, you have to read the content that you have and try to create the hierarchy, give it headings and give it subheadings. Try to arrange it so that the book is going to make sense. So that from when people see your book, you can see just like what we have in this Amazon here. People are not going to see all your book at once, except it's a free book. If it's a free book, then you are free to do whatever thing that you want to do. Because most times you not even put it on Amazon. So you might just share that with your friends. But if you want to actually make money from it yourself, or you want to offer it as a service to somebody, you need to ensure that you go through the book yourself, like you go through it in details and you try to sectionalize it, or you give it section, you get. So you can see what we have here. All these things, putting this one here and making this one come here, it is done automatically. And that's because I've arranged it accordingly, the way I want it to look like in the table of content. So that is one thing I want to actually mention as well. So every other thing, I think I cover them in details in the video. So by the time you see the video, in fact, I actually took my time to put in the necessary things that you guys need to know in the video. So, and that is why it took long to actually upload the videos for you guys. So this is a complete ebook. I don't want to waste our time. When you guys get this, you are going to see how to create your own. But at the end of the video, there's an assignment, and that assignment I mentioned it that you should do your own competition research. Please come to Amazon before you start writing any book. Come to Amazon. In fact, one of the first best thing that you can do is come and look at what people have done. Look at the one that is selling. Then you can now, please don't waste your time. If you know you want to actually do this kind of thing, this is something you can do during your free time. And you don't need to spend the whole day or the whole month doing this. In fact, you can give yourself a month to finish a book. So you can be working on it, gradually every day until you complete it in a month. Now, if you look at this guy here, it is not easy being a pony, an early reader book. Now, you can open it, look at what this person has done. Look at what the person has written this thing on, and try to write something about, something close as well, if possible. Something close. You can look at this. If you like, you can say, okay, or you have this somewhere. You can open it somewhere and look for other books that have sold enough. You can see this as well, Love You Forever. How to Catch a Dinosaur. So you can see, opening those ones. You can see that this one, Love You Forever, has 65,299 reviews. Meaning that what? So when you come there, before you start writing your book, you do your research. Look at what people have done writing your own. So you can see that almost everything about writing, you need to first do your research. Then you now do your own thing based on the research that you time. Ordinarily, you don't even know how to write a book. You get, but you have an idea of how to make a book or how to actually create a book. So you can just come here. This might be somebody that is actually writing truly. So just copy from them, see what they've done, and put your own together. In fact, you can write something like, you can write this same thing again, but just change the topic a little bit so that it can still be something like this. In fact, you can also design something that is very close to this as well. But then the title will be different, the author name will be different, and you can look at what they've also done there. You can say read sample, click on read sample and see what they've done. So mostly they will have their table of contents. Oh, okay, this one does not have table of contents. Okay, so if it does not have, okay, this one actually stopped. Yeah, but it's fine. At least you have an idea of what the person has written about. Okay, if this one does not have, always look for the one that has table of content actually. So this one does not have much. This person did not talk much here. So, but it's fine. But you can still look at the title, look at the design. Let's look at what these other guys have done. Read sample. So let's see if they have a table of contents. Oh, this one does not have table of contents too. Okay, so you can just read what is here. A young woman holds her newborn son and looks at him lovingly. Softly, he sings to him. So this is the story of how that little boy goes through the stages of. At least you have an idea of what this thing is talking about. You know of what the book is talking about. So you can copy this out. You can type it out. Look for some other things again. Then give it to ChatGPT to create a very nice title for you. You know, using all these samples that you got in as a guide. Yes, how to catch a dinosaur. I'm very sure kids are going to like this. Kids are going to like this. And you can see the book cover as well. Very attractive. Very attractive. So you can see. So this is what you should learn to actually do. And that is what I've taught you. You only need to apply what I've taught you to writing children books. Let's see, read sample. Let's see if we can. So you can see this. You can see this. There's nobody that will see this that will not want to get something like this for their kids. Oh, there's no table of content. Okay, it seems these guys don't put table of content for the children on the book. But at least you have an idea of what this is, and you can actually tell ChatGPT to do something like it. So instead of dinosaur, you can also use tiger or use lion. You get and write something about it. So the major thing is just that just be creative with whatever thing you want to do. Look at this kind of image here now. This is the kind of thing that you'll be saying in children book. So the whole idea is before you start writing any book, ensure you do your research. And how do you do your research? The best place to come to, at least now, when it comes to ebook writing, is Amazon. So jump on Amazon, look at what people have done. You can see, I scroll down here. If you don't like storybooks, if it is business and money you like, just come down here. If it is biographies that you want to, write about, you can also do that, which is fine. So that is it, and I think that will be all for this uh, live class. So, is there any question? Does anyone have a question? Does anyone have a question? Does anyone have a question? Please, if you are online and you have a question, please let me know quickly. Are we still together, guys? Are we together? Even if you don't have question, let me know if you are still together. Who is here with me? Okay. I believe you guys can still watch the replay of this particular class just to go through the things that I've showed you guys. I was actually trying to make it snappy so we don't go beyond the 10 p.m. So it's fine. I'm just going to wait for 1 more minute. If you have any question, please let me know. If not, then we can, end the call or end the session here. Class, I hope you've gained one or the Amazon KDP. Like I said, I'm still going to create a video. I mentioned that too in the part two of the video that I'm actually editing now. I'm going to create a video on that. And for those that would like to do that, personally, I don't write books. Like for now, I don't even write books again because that's not the focus of my, that is not what I do actually. So I only do this once in a while and when needed. So, but for some times now, I've not been writing any book. But then this is something you can actually take up, especially if you are trying to learn a digital skill. So I'll show you how to publish on Amazon. And there are some things that I'll actually put out there. I am not going to dish out all the informations quickly. Like I said in the video, by the time you watch the other part, you are going to hear some of the things that I mentioned. There are some things I'm going to hide for people that are only taking actions only. So if you've watched this video, sorry, if I post the second video, ensure you watch it because I have so many things that I'm going to release to people that are actually taking action, things that are going to assist them better. And I'll be willing to support others that are willing to take further actions as well. So let me just call it a day here. I will see you guys and pass further information to you all on the group. So thank you so much and have a good night rest.